I'm Trish Toby with WARC reporting to you live from Westchester, New York, where there appears to be some sort of mutant menace on the loose.
Good morning, I'm Pat Reber.
And I'm Matt Aucamp.
And say it with us, Abe.
Welcome
to Mutant Menace. A little early there, Matt. But it's a little early for us in general, isn't it?
I'm used to pressing the button. You're pressing the buttons today.
I am our home base today because you are where? Tell the people.
I'm on assignment out in Aurora, Colorado.
Aurora, Colorado. Nice.
Yeah, I've been on the road. I just yesterday came from Mesa Verde in
the Green Table.
Is that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure Mesa Verde is Spanish for green table.
Green table. Well, yeah, I mean, it ruled. So, man, getting here has been crazy. Colorado, I got to tell you, is like it is the most schizophrenic of states. It has this major identity crisis in every way. Like, not only with the people, right? Like, the people of Colorado can't decide if they are like neoliberal yuppies or crunchy hippies or like artsy hipsters or like MAGA cowboys, right? Like they cannot decide. Everywhere you go is a different group of people. And not only that, so I started in Mesa Verde yesterday, Southwest Colorado, and I was hiking around like the ancient Puebloan civilizations, the ruins, and it was so hot. I was dripping sweat. I was like dying. It was like almost 90 degrees. I was getting sunburnt. And then I get in my car and I decide I'm going to drive to Denver and stay at or near Denver. I'm probably not going to get to explore Denver really, but that was just my next stop on the way because I'm sort of on my journey home now. And so I go from this sunny, hot, like summer day to I climb the Rocky Mountains in my car and I get to the top. It drops to 39 degrees.
Whoa.
There's snow on the ground and it starts hailing. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm at the top of a mountain. This is, I guess I should expect this, right? So I start going back down. And by the way, changing from desert to dense forest. And I start going back down the mountain. And it warms up for a little bit and then drops again. And now I'm in like normal area and it's like prairie at this point. And it drops to 32 degrees and I get caught in a massive snowstorm.
The ecology is as diverse as the characters.
So that's Colorado, man. What a wild state.
What a story. That's awesome. You are in week 3 of your Great American Road Trip, right?
Yeah. I am almost done. Like I said, I'm on my way home, so I'm hitting today I'll probably check out downtown Denver for like an hour. Then I'm gonna drive to Omaha. Then maybe Chicago if I have time to say hi to our friend Pushing Up Roses. And then I think I am headed to somewhere in Ohio, probably Cincinnati.
Ooh, if you stop in Columbus, we got friends there.
Oh, do we?
Well, I do. That you would love.
and then I'm gonna make it home to Pennsylvania by Sunday, I believe. So I have one day to rest before I'm back to work and have to fix all the disasters that being away for a month caused.
Yeehaw! Wait, you're going right back to work
on Tuesday? Yeah.
Oh, on Tuesday. So you have Monday to kind of. Okay, that's good. That's
good. Right now, Pat, do you want to tell people? You got a glimpse of it before we had to turn off the video because my internet connection's not great. Do you want to tell people what I'm doing?
Oh, yeah, you are. So we should mention it's very early in the morning.
Oh, yes.
That we're recording this. And Matt, it looked like you were set up under a bunk bed, surrounded by whatever noise canceling pillows you could find in your hotel room.
So it is a desk. I am sitting under a desk, and I've grabbed all the blankets and pillows and towels, and I've just piled them around me so that I can try to cancel out some of the noise. They decided to put me in the room right next to the entrance desk.
And you were also surrounded by like balsa wood and tin, some of the echoiest surfaces building materials.
So, who knows how this audio is going to turn out. We have a couple backups running of various qualities. We'll see.
mutantmenacepod@gmail.com. Give us your honest opinion of how the audio sounds this episode.
And I'm just like hunched under this desk. That's another thing when I get home is it's going to be a fun little exploration for my physical therapist of all the new ways that I've hurt my body on this road trip. How did you do that to your back? Oh, well, I spent, over 2 hours hunched under a desk talking into a laptop.
After driving for 6 hours.
and hiking up the Grand Canyon. Wild times. So, Pat.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Firestar real quick before we get into our normal segments.
Oh, we should talk about Firestar. I agree.
So,
in fact,
yeah,
let's do a whole episode on her.
Okay, I think I want to do that. How's everything going back home, by the way?
Fine. I pulled a muscle.
This is what happens when I leave.
I know. If you had been here, I probably would be fine. But
where'd you pull a muscle? The dick?
No. It's really inconvenient. It's in like my side. It's a muscle that I'm not familiar with, but it seems to be one that like helps control my diaphragm. So every time I sneeze or cough or blow my nose, all the allergy related things, it's been extremely painful.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Let's just count these as our X-Men related things this week. I know it's a little early, but
okay.
You're out on the road. I'm at home healing. What could be more X-Men than that?
That is very, very X-Men. Good point. So Firestar.
Yeah.
Is at this point in history before the issues we're about to cover, people would know her as a character on the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends TV show.
Saturday morning cartoon show. Yeah, that was Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman, right?
Yeah, because they wanted to use Human Torch, but they couldn't because somebody else owned the... This is
the second character created by the fact that CBS owned the rights to only the Human Torch for television purposes, right?
Because we get Herbie, right?
Yeah, they had to invent Herbie to fill in as the fourth member of the Fantastic Four cartoon. And now they had to create Firestar. Although Spider-Man has so many friends.
Yeah. They needed to invent a new friend for Spider-Man.
But hey, it works.
She rule. I like her. I like her costume. Yeah. She's got this like simple yellow costume with like flames on the feet and the arms, and she's got like crazy red hair. So she was created by John Romita Sr. and I think she was designed by John Romita Sr. and Rick Hoberg
for the cartoon.
In 1981. Okay. And then, her backstory and her name and stuff were created by Dennis Marks, who was the writer on Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. She appeared in a comic book in 1981, a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends comic book. This is all collected in, this is where I'm reading all this from, is the X-Men Origins Firestar trade paperback. And man, the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends #1 is not good.
Oh boy.
And Firestar becomes Firestar because she puts on a Halloween costume, and that then becomes her. Well, she starts out the thing dressed as, I think, Spider-Woman, and then she changes into a different costume, and now she's Firestar.
Huh?
So for the first half of the comic book, she's running around as Spider-Woman.
Which Spider-Woman? Jessica Drew.
Jessica Drew. Yeah. Okay. And also the comic has your favorite Spider-Man character, I believe, Miss Lion.
Oh, I love Miss Lion.
Miss Lion, the little puppy dog who gets to have like human thoughts.
Sure.
But yeah, so then eventually they decided they wanted to bring her. I'm not quite sure the origins of this, but they wanted to bring her into the Marvel canon. And like they always do, they went to Chris Claremont. she appears, her first appearance is in Uncanny X-Men 193, which we'll be covering. But kind of like in continuity chronology-wise, the miniseries starring her starts like 2 years before that. So I think we decided we're going to do, even though this is out of order in our world's chronology, I think we're going to do issues 1 and 2 of the miniseries, then jump back to X-Men 193, and then 3 and 4, right?
Yes. Yeah, it falls right in the middle of the miniseries. More or less. There's 1 or 2 details that you just have to accept.
Yeah, either way you read them, there's stuff that's out of order.
Yeah. But for the sake of making sense, we're gonna put it right in the middle of the miniseries.
Right. Any other Firestar thoughts?
Wild that they created a kid's Saturday morning cartoon character, and you never expect a spin-off of a spin-off comic of a cartoon based on other comics to be good, right? That's a general rule. But this miniseries is emotionally complex and dark. And if you are a parent scanning the pages of this comic to see if it's okay for your kid, you're not going to pick this up. The art is like bright and old school comic booky. I love the art, but it's very sort of Silver Age, and you would have to read pretty deeply in to understand that this is actually a story about gaslighting and emotionally abusive relationships.
Yeah, this comic does not read the way it looks.
This is not for children.
It is very colorful, and it looks very adventurous. But yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is dark as fuck. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Everybody dies.
Yeah, this is the end of the X-Men.
So
then, Matt, without any further delay, I guess we should get right into ding dong, ding dong, ding. Sorry, the sound cue isn't working, but it's time for Pat's email corner.
And you refuse to edit it in.
I will now, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
We got a couple timings off. I'm going to be honest with folks, because some folks are probably waiting for their emails to be read desperately, just sitting by their little radios, tuning in every day, hoping.
God, our listeners are so pathetic. Why do they behave this way?
They tune in every day.
And they're like, there's not a new episode today.
Yeah, or maybe they edited yesterday's episode to include my email today, so they keep just listening over and over. It's where we get most of our listens from, honestly.
It's like re-listens to old episodes. We've never missed a week, and yet they sit there every single week, or every single day, hoping for another episode,
for just a bit of bonus content. All they have to do is join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon. Enjoy the Patreon, or I'll probably tell some road trip stories, I'm guessing, on Puffy Faffin.
All that is to say that we're only going to get to 2 today. We'll be catching up once you're back home and rested. But for now, we're going to talk about a couple of responses to episode 58. First comes from Inkmaster.
Inkmaster.
Hi, Inkmaster. Hey, Pat. Ask Matt that if the John Burns Sick and Twisted Mind is made up of 20% South Park, 30% Family Guy, and 30% Deadpool, which is 80% total, what's the remaining 20%?
John Byrne.
only 20% of John Burns' mind is truly John Burns. The rest belongs to South Park, Family Guy, and Deadpool.
Yeah, he's just so sick and twisted, you know what I mean? Maybe Rick and Morty.
This is just like Legion. He goes on, an example of what Pat was talking about with changing history through time travel would be fixed points in Doctor Who, where certain historical events either can't be changed or the universe breaks or mustn't be changed, or else the timeline changes too drastically. If you remember, we knew that something was similar to those Alpha Flight time travel rules, but we couldn't put our finger on it because I'm not watching Doctor Who.
We're not frigging nerds. We read the X-Men.
Fair enough. Thank you, Inkmaster. We'll move on to Email Michael.
Michael.
Hey, Pat. Tell Matt, and
emails.
I believe we asked this. Tell Matt that I think an individual egg is more expensive than an individual grape. And as you requested, I did not look that up to confirm.
How would we not know that? Why would we even ask that?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure we asked. Is that true? An individual egg is more expensive than an individual grape.
I feel like that is pretty self-explanatory.
Grapes are pretty expensive.
Yeah, but there are so many grapes in a bunch of grapes. And there are only 12 eggs in a carton of eggs.
How many grapes, in your opinion, come in a bunch of grapes?
I'd say
menacepod@gmail.com.
My guess is like 120.
120? I think it's like 2 to 3 dozen.
Okay, wait. So you think it's 24 to 36, and I think it's 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ridiculous. One of us is going to have to buy a bunch of grapes and figure this out, because those are wildly different numbers.
Those are so different.
Email Michael also talks about some of the time travel stuff we were talking about. Canon events from the Spider-Verse movies seems to have been a term invented for them, but nexus events or fixed points in history that can't be changed aren't new. It's hard to track down an origin because a lot of sci-fi ideas have messy origins, but I invite you to research it yourself. I don't have to, Email Michael, because Inkmaster told us.
Don't tell us what to do. All right.
We tell you what to do.
Very good, Email Michael. Thank you. And that is where we're going to cut off Pat's email corner today. Ding dong dong, ding dong. Ding.
That's how you hear it? You hear it as ding dongs? That's how you hear a piano?
No, I can't sing a piano chord with my voice.
Right, but I think of pianos as plink.
Plink?
Yeah, not
you hear a hard K sound at the end?
Huh. Yeah, well, I guess maybe it's like pling plong and then plink. So sometimes there's a hard K sound.
Pling plong.
Plink. I'm having such a weird time here, Pat, because I can't see you. We're not doing video this episode.
We're not doing video.
I am
because you're using hotel Wi-Fi.
I'm in this little cave, and so I'm both uncomfortable because I'm all scrunched up, but also comfortable because I'm laying on a bunch of blankets and pillows. Like I'm laying down. So I'm having so much trouble sort of like figuring out my energy.
Well, I would say then, Matt, it is the perfect time to sit back for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And let me tell you about Firestar number 1.
Oh, shit.
Mark of the Mutant.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm Mark of the Mutants.
Mark the Mutant.
Oh, it's me, Mark of the Mutant.
Mark of the Mutant to you. There it is.
No, you're gonna read. So the entire Firestar mini is created by the same people. So we're just gonna do the credits once, I think, right?
Yeah. Although we do switch inkers kind of back and forth as we go, so we'll just mention them all up top here. Okay. So our writer is Tom DeFalco.
Ooh. Well.
Oh.
It's hey everyone. You might be wondering why suddenly things sound different, and there's immediately a different energy.
Yeah. You may have also wondered why this episode didn't come out a week earlier when it was supposed to.
Like, okay, so remember about 10 seconds ago how you heard us talking? Well, to us, that 10 seconds was what, 6 days?
Yeah, picture that as 6 days. That was Wednesday morning. It's now Tuesday night.
Where you were at on Wednesday morning, what you were doing. Think about who you were 8 days ago.
6.
Well, 6 from us, 8 from them.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is coming out in 2 days.
Think about who you were 12 days ago.
Well, you don't have to.
You should be constantly reflecting on who you are.
Think about who you were 8 days ago. Then you'll know what it feels like to be us right now.
Yeah, the type of mindset that's hopefully was what we really want to do is prepare you, prepare your minds, your little minds for what's about to happen.
So what we really want to do is we want to start apologizing for the things that our past selves said, but we can't remember them. Because
it was recorded at an earlier date.
And it was really early in the morning, and we were both pretty tired. What happened is we lost the audio, is what I'm telling you. So
yeah, the dreaded technical issues.
So why don't you guys sit back and relax and let us tell you about, I don't even remember who's doing this one.
I think I was taking it, and I think I already said the part that you said.
We'll say it again. We can say it again. That was 6 days ago, Pat. 8 days ago for the listener. They don't even remember.
Okay, that's an excellent point. Matt, why don't you sit back and let me tell you all about Firestar number 1, Mark of the Mutant.
Hey everybody, I'm Mark.
No.
I'm Mark of the Mutants.
We also already made that joke.
Did we make it on recording?
Yes, I think we ended up at Mark of the Mutant to you.
Oh, we're funny.
Anyway, so this was written by Tom DeFalco. Matt, you know who Tom DeFalco is?
No. Yes.
Tom DeFalco is a longtime Spider-Man writer, is where I know him as. He also, at some point, not too far in the future from where we are now, is going to become editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics.
And we are going to we're taking on Dazzler next issue, right? Or next episode?
Oh, yeah. Yes, we are.
So we have some more Tom DeFalco coming up because he was the person who launched Dazzler.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoy this. Penciled, of course, by Mary Wilshire. Mary Wilshire, I think mostly known for her work on Red Sonja. She did co-create Alistair Smythe, which is a fun fact about her, but...
Okay, one of the most forgettable of all Spider-Man villains.
Not if you were a huge fan of the 90s cartoon, though.
Oh, yeah, he was a big part of that, wasn't he?
He was a huge part of that. But honestly, she doesn't have much of a superhero comics legacy to speak of outside of this, some Red Sonja work, and some single issues here and there.
Okay, all right. Mary Wilshire, she does a good job. I like her.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it, but I think her penciling's really good until there's a clear point in which I think they're like, you've got to get this issue out this week. You've got to finish this entire issue in like 4 days.
Sure.
Because it really drops off a cliff at some point. But
she's I think we talked about it a little, but it's very bright and fun and poppy and a little strange when compared with the emotional tone of the comic.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like a cartooniness to it.
Inkers Steve Leialoha and Bob Wyacek, you know those guys. Colorist Dana Gradziunas, letterers Tom Orzechowski and Lois Buhalis, and editor Ann Nocenti. This was released, Matt. It hit the shelves on December 3rd, 1985. The cover date, of course, is March 1986. All right, you ready, Matt?
I'm ready. I couldn't be more ready.
Finally, we've waited 6 days to get to this point.
I hope I remember all my good jokes.
The listeners have waited 8 days. It's Angelica Jones's first day at her new school. After losing her mom when she was young, she lives with her ailing Nana and her father, moving from school to school because of his job. You know what his job is, Matt?
Oh, yeah, this is hearkening back to you have to have something to do with nuclear in order for have mutants as parents.
Yes, most likely your parents were working with nuclear or somewhere near nuclear energy. In this case, he was a nuclear scientist.
There is a creepy... This is something that happens in like old TV shows and movies and sometimes comic books that drives me fucking crazy, where every scene between Nana and the father, they're just constantly calling each other Ma and son and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, come on, Ma, I gotta go to work. Well, son, if you have to go to work, you ought to let me give you a cup of tea. Well, Ma, I don't want a cup of tea. Son, you haven't been drinking enough tea lately. If you went to somebody's house and they were talking like that, right? Like you were just like, you went to your in-laws' house for the very first time and everyone was doing that.
Hello, cousin. How has your holiday season been? with my aunt and my uncle.
Like how quickly would you ask about it, or would you just be like, I gotta go.
I would ask my partner about it. I would take them aside, probably very shortly after I realized what was going on, and say, hey, should I be doing this?
And they're like, what? Doing what?
Like referring to everybody as their relation to me?
What?
And if so, should I be adding in-law to everything?
My in-law. You need help in the kitchen?
Now, at 13, Angelica's first day at West Morris High School in New Jersey is not starting off great. Despite capturing the interest of Chucky Benson, the football hunk, she's also caught the enmity of popular Cassie and her band of mean girls.
Yeah, there's just some generic mean girls.
They're just jerks.
Yeah, just hanging around, just being like, you look weird.
We get 2 quick intermissions. One to Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, where the X-Men are on the verge of repairing their mutant location device, Cerebro. Our other intermission goes to the Massachusetts Academy, the high-class private school that functions as a cover for the Hellfire Club's White Queen, to help her search for new Hellfire Club recruits. When she sees that one of her staff has left her mutant detecting machine to get coffee, she psychically attacks and then maybe kills him?
Yeah.
She mentally cripples him, that's for sure.
And we never see him again, I don't think.
Yeah.
And this is an era where White Queen just kills people constantly. Remember in her first appearance how she was just blowing people up? When they failed their mission, she was like, well, they failed, so, and they got left behind. They know the consequences, and then she presses a button, they all explode.
And they all explode. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, she's got a mutant detecting. She's got her own Cerebro.
What's she call it?
It's called the Mutivac. Why is it called the Mutivac?
It vacuums up mutants.
It's a big mutant vacuum. And so you turn it on, And every mutant in the world hovers slightly. They're like, whoa, something's pulling me in the air. And she's like, aha, I found you.
Anyway, her mutivac machine picks up a signal when Angelica, frustrated by being bullied all day, accidentally heats up her chocolate milk and explodes it all over her teacher.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Slattery.
This teacher sucks. Mr. Slattery sucks. She's at a new school, right? Because her dad moves around because of his nuclear scientist job. And the teacher, Mr. Slattery,
moves all around the world and you have to chase it. Nuclear scientists are always chasing nuclear everywhere.
They got to go from site to mine for nuclear.
It got away.
But she's in a new school. The teacher is like, hey, this is our new student. By the way, new student, can you tell me about the Treaty of Versailles? Which is terrible to begin with, right? Don't put her on the spot. She doesn't know anyone here except for these girls who were already mean to her. Mm-hmm. She says, sorry, we never covered that in my old school. And he chides her for it. He's like, that's a demerit. You should know about the Treaty of Versailles. I'm not going to treat you like a baby.
If you want to pass, you have to know about the Treaty of Versailles anyway. Fucking, you're the teacher.
Is this a graduation requirement? And then, this isn't about Mr. Slattery, but those mean girls are all like, oh, way to go, nerd. Way to be a nerd for not knowing the Treaty of Versailles. If you know the Treaty of Versailles, you're the nerd.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is because I'm not a nerd.
There's a whole thing.
Neither of those things are true.
There's a whole thing that happens with like mutants when their powers manifest, where something impossible happens in the room.
Right.
Like in this case, her chocolate milk heats up and explodes out of its carton. And the people around are like, that was you, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, Mr. Slattery is like, how dare you explode your chocolate milk at me? Explode your hot chocolate milk at me.
He puts her in detention for doing it. And it's like, look, either you know she's a mutant and did this with mutant powers, or you have to believe that this is a freak occurrence, right? You cannot believe that she is a normal human girl and was able to heat up her chocolate milk and explode it all over you.
If I'm Mr. Slattery, how do I assume she did this prank on me?
She ordered from a comic book a portable microwave generator.
Ooh. Oh, that would be so cool.
Actually, I don't think this chocolate milk would have exploded like this no matter what. But it definitely wouldn't if it had heated up through any other means besides microwaves.
Right.
But using microwaves...
Is maybe the idea that it's boiling over?
Yes, I think that's the idea. And it's boiling from the middle out.
And maybe, okay, I'll give this to Mr. Slattery. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's just extremely upset, right? You get hit with a boiling hot beverage, you're going to react.
Right, especially if it's hot chocolate milk.
Yes.
We skipped over something with Emma Frost that is fucking wild that we learn in this comic book, which is that so she's walking through the schoolyard and she's in like normal person clothes, like sort of. She dresses weird anyway, right? But she's in basically normal person clothes. And then she walks into her secret room where all the Hellfire goons are, and she drops her psychic veneer that is making everybody think she's wearing normal clothes, and she's wearing lingerie.
She's wearing, like the extremely elaborate, expensive lingerie.
Which means the White Queen is so against putting clothes on. She loves being naked so much that rather than just like putting a coat over her lingerie, she's like, no, I'm going to exercise my superpowers at all times and make you all think I'm wearing clothes, but I'm nude all the time.
Incredible. How do we know she's even wearing the lingerie, right?
Right. How many layers deep does this go?
What if she doesn't have skin?
Is this it forever? Is this it forever? Every time we see Emma Frost, we have to assume she's some level of naked and making us think she's not. Because she just really doesn't like getting dressed.
And our artist becomes an unreliable narrator here too, right? Because they're fooled by it too. They're drawing her with clothes on.
Right. If they really were omniscient, if they were impervious to Emma Frost's magics, they would have drawn her nude the whole time.
Gotta give it to Mary Wilshire. That goes pretty deep. Or not give it to her because she was just mentally fooled by Emma Frost.
An artist should know better.
Months later.
What?
Angelica enters an ice sculpture contest for the big football game.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, what?
Not. I haven't seen this.
In what way does... All right, Pat, you're a big sports fan.
Sure.
When you go see a football game...
Uh-huh.
How does the ice sculpture come in?
So... I would imagine this has to be a pre-game activity because you want the halftime activity to be something a little more active, right? But like any high school football game I went to, it was because I was in the marching band, and we had the stage at those times. There wasn't an ice sculpture contest going on around us. There were cheerleaders, there was the marching band, and there was the football game.
Do you guys hate each other, the marching band and the cheerleaders? Like you were always trying to pull focus from one another?
I did, but that's just because I was punk as fuck.
Okay.
So she enters the ice sculpture contest, which also makes the Mean Girls very mad. They destroy her ice sculpture and taunt her, causing her powers to manifest again, and she melts every other sculpture at once.
Ooh.
She calls her Nana, but ends up melting the phone too. This, of course, registers on both Cerebro and the Mutavac. As Xavier and Emma Frost each start planning, Angelica runs home in a panic, only to find that her Nana has died. Heart attack.
Very wild. It happened earlier in the book, right?
Right, where she leaves for school.
It's just like a sweet little scene. She's petting her cat, and she's like, "All right, bye, Dad, bye, Nana." And they're like, "Goodbye, son. Goodbye, daughter. Goodbye, granddaughter." Goodbye. And she walks out, and the grandmother's just like, and
no.
just cuts to the
she says, "Not now."
Like she was in the middle of a mission.
Yeah, like an action hero.
I was so close. What if we, man, can you imagine if like, there's a lot of people that go back and plumb old continuity for stories.
Oh, man.
Somebody plumbs Angelica Jones's Nana.
Who's from Firestar #1 and Firestar #1 only.
In the middle of some crazy mission that has nothing to do with Firestar.
Yeah.
Just to explain why she says no, not now. Like, she was
just rewind. It starts in the 60s. Nana's like
about to assassinate the president. She was a herald of Galactus for like us.
Ooh. Granny Goodness. She was Granny Goodness.
She was a crossover character. And she was here, and she was just about to open the boom tube and allow the DC universe to enter the Marvel universe.
Right.
No, not now.
It's a comment on the tense relations between the two companies at the time.
No, heart, because she names everything that she speaks to. No, heart, not now.
Okay, she's dead. It's very serious. At the burial, Angelica decides to show her father her new powers, but he reacts like a dick. Mm-hmm. He demands to know what's wrong with her and spends the night worrying about his daughter being, he's quote, a muty freak.
Calls her muty freak.
When a voice offers help from off panel.
And he calls her a blasted muty. Don't call your daughter blasted.
Yeah.
Guys, here's some advice, parenting advice from a parent. Don't call your child blasted.
Don't call your daughters blasted. There's a knock on Angelica's door, and when she answers, Miss Emma Frost is standing there, full of compassion. and trickery.
Oh, no!
She recruits Angelica to the Massachusetts Academy, and the X-Men can do nothing but watch helplessly from their Rolls Royce as they arrive too late.
Rolls Royce appearance.
The Rolls is back.
Rolls is back, and Emma Frost has the license plate. Ice 1.
That's pretty good. That's going to be tough to get in New York.
I don't know how many people love ice at the time.
Well, yeah, but there's just so many people, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, there's got
to be some ice lover out there.
Some ice freak. Oh, the Mean Girls. The Mean Girls
The
who
Mean
love
Girls,
their ice sculptures so much that they're
At
mad
one point,
yeah.
At one point when they're making fun of her, when the Mean Girls are making fun of Angelica, her best comeback, the best comeback she can come up with is, I have a mark on my palm that my grandma says makes me special.
Oh, we have to talk about this. This is a fucking through line through the whole thing. The issue opens with her like looking at her palm and her grandmother, and there's an M in her palm, and the grandmother's like, Nana's like, there's an M in your palm. That means you're very special. And she's like, oh, I'm special. And it made me wonder, did Tom DeFalco think this was going to be a new rule in the Marvel Universe? That if you were a mutant, you had an M in your palm? But...
yeah.
Pat, do you look at your palm? Do you have an M?
I do not.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
There's no M on mine.
Okay, well, it looks like everybody write in and tell us if you have an M. But that's something that keeps happening throughout this book is people are like, hey, I have an M too. Everybody has an M.
The Mean Girls immediately respond being like, we also have M's on our hand.
Fucking idiot. And she's like, Nana lied to me. But later, in one of the later issues, we'll find out that like when she meets other mutants, they're like, hey, my M is a lot deeper than other people's M's. And I still wonder if Tom DeFalco was like, yeah, this is how you can tell they're mutants, because they have a big, strong M on their palm.
Yeah, I think so. It gets used as a tool. So
it's like the midichlorians of...
It happens right here, so it's not a spoiler. Emma is lying to Angelica about her intentions. Mm-hmm. Every time she talks to Angelica, there's also a thought bubble where she's like, you moron, you gullible fool, I'm going to turn you into a weapon. So she is gaslighting Angelica, and this comes back in the form of Angelica trying to decide if she can trust Emma or not, right. Emma plumbing her brain for a fact that she would trust and reinforcing Grandma's thing that she's special because she has the M in her palm. She's right. When Grandma said it, it was just to be like, everybody has this, but it'll probably be a long time before she realizes that. I can just tell her it makes her special. And Emma preys on that. It actually, for as weird of a thing as it is, it actually it reinforces the theme here really effectively.
I'm Mark of the Mutants, and I got an M on my palm.
Okay, yes, that was Mark of the Mutants.
Let me tell you about Firestar number 2, Pat.
Okay.
It's called The Players in the Pawn, and it's released on December 31st, 1985. It's covered April 1986. Getting close.
Ooh.
Getting close.
Close to what?
Angelica Jones rides her favorite horse at the Massachusetts Academy. Butter Rum.
Butter Rum the horse.
I hardly know her, Rum. I don't think so. I don't think actually. I don't think so.
I think so very much, Matt.
I've thought about it, and I don't think so. She's riding Butter Rums through the school fields until a muscly man named Randall tells her she's due for training with Miss Frost. She tells Randall about how much she loves this horse while he walks her back to the secret underground mutant training center. She's
a horse girl.
Horse girl.
Honestly, you
could have figured that out.
Yeah. It tracks with the rest of her character here, but she's a horse girl.
Marvel needed the horse girl. I think Marvel needed Angelica Jones. And it's a shame that she's not more popular because Marvel needed just like this fucking dorky ass horse girl.
Yeah. Dorky,
Just like
sweet, naive,
gullible loser dork girl.
and extremely powerful.
And also super hot.
Deathly
like,
powerful.
This is the thing about all dorks in the Marvel universe. It's like, you're the biggest nerd on earth, but you're so fucking hot.
Yeah. Like if she were to take her glasses off and let her hair down.
Yes.
But she doesn't have either of those things.
No, she's just hot to begin with.
Yeah.
So there's no plausible deniability here.
But she doesn't know about the Treaty of Versailles.
That's true. I couldn't date a woman who doesn't know about the Treaty of
extremely
Versailles.
Unattractive.
Also, it's been a year. We should mention that. She's now 14.
Yes, yeah. Her being great friends with the horse is meant to symbolize the passage of time.
Yes. When they arrive, Randall puts on a Hellfire goon uniform. What? And escorts her inside where the Hellions are being punished for failing their training session.
Yeah.
Rude.
Randall.
Hey, Randall.
Hey, Randall. Hey. Hellfire goon Randall.
You guys know Randall? Meet Randall.
Randall the goon.
This is our friend Randall. Roulette and Empath immediately make fun of her for being weird.
There's such bliss.
No reason.
Like there's so many Hellions that you could be like, all right, they have redeeming qualities. They could actually be good despite being on a team whose nature is not good.
It's been a while since we've seen the Hellions. Let's go through them real quick. So like you've got
I don't remember them.
You've got Thunderbird.
Yeah. Who is James Proudstar, John Proudstar's brother.
And do we know that yet?
Yeah, we found that out when we first met them.
Okay, we did find that out then. Okay, so we got Thunderbird. We got Cat's Eye, who speaks like Hepzibah.
Yeah, just
a girl who turns into a cat.
Girl who is cat. But she really leans into it.
And Cat's Eye's good, right? Because she tried to join, like she saved the X-Men once.
She saved the X-Men, but wasn't interested in or the New Mutants, but wasn't interested in joining them.
Right. You've got Jetstream, who's just Cannonball, but worse. And he's like an arrogant dick bag, but he's not. I don't think we haven't seen him be evil, have we?
No, he's just kind of like, he's a dork.
We've got Tarot, who takes out tarot cards, and then the tarot cards come to life, and we know nothing about her.
Got some problems with that.
Then we've got Roulette and Empath. Roulette throws bad luck or good luck discs at people, and Empath controls people's emotions, and these two are evil.
Yes, these two are just irredeemable pricks.
They're just mean to everybody for no reason, and they like to see people suffer.
Yeah, they are the mean girls of this school.
Mm-hmm.
And also, maybe this is just my reading on it, but it seems like they're a little older, maybe not high school age.
They also seem, they're like flirty, but they hate each other.
Yes, yeah. It's like the opposite of Sam and Danny.
Oh my God, yeah, like hate flirting. Moments after everybody's just mean to her for no reason, Angelica is alone in the training room, hooked up to a bunch of sensors, while Emma and some scientists, Emma, who's probably nude at this moment, and some scientists and goons observe from above. Angelica lights up, and as the scientists monitor her power levels, Emma activates... She activates the hallucinator, Pat.
The hallucinator.
It's a device in a bracelet around Angelica's wrist. Okay. Emma Frost is a master inventor.
Oh my God. Yeah. She invented a gun that switches your body with someone else's.
Right. She invented, what was it, like a wristwatch or something that makes you have psychic powers if you don't already have psychic powers?
Yes, for Jason Wingard, right?
Yeah, well, that increased his already.
It gave him more control over.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
And she invented the Mutivac.
She's got the tech inside the Hellfire Goons costumes that prevents the psychic interference.
And now she has a bracelet that allows her to implant visions in a person's head. So the device...
that's like high level shit. This is This is like Reed Richards level inventing upon superpowers.
Nobody talks about this with the White Queen, but yeah, she is a super scientist inventor in the Marvel universe, And nobody fucking talks about it ever.
One other note here. Firestar has microwave powers.
Mm-hmm.
They're microwaves. She's shooting microwaves at people.
Yeah, she shoots microwaves.
This is a very new and fantastic technology at the time.
So, because of the hallucinator, Angelica sees Xavier's face appear on a metal plate, recognizing it inherently as evil, followed by an evil robot Wolverine. In fear, she destroys them with her microwave powers, and Emma gives her a pep talk about being okay with killing people. Like, look, it's fine that you killed that robot, even though you didn't know it was a robot. Like, it was going to kill you. And her response is kind of like, I didn't even try to do that.
Yeah.
Like, my powers must be so fucking out of control because I didn't even like think I didn't
even feel myself doing it, and this guy just blew up.
So once Angelica is gone, Emma reveals that she actually programmed the robot to blow itself up.
Oh.
So there's multiple levels of gaslighting here, right? There's the you're special and I'm good. There is the everything that looks like X-Men is evil and is trying to kill you. And then there is your powers are out of control. So out of control, you don't even notice when you're using them.
Right.
Some time later, at the student union, the Hellions gather around a poster announcing a school dance next month.
Ooh.
When Angelica walks in, Thunderbird and Cat's Eye refer to her as one of them, and invite her to the movies. But knowing that she can't leave for fear of hurting someone with her power, she declines.
Oh.
Empath follows her out and mocks her for being a teacher's pet, too good to hang out with the rest of them. She breaks down in her room. She's so lonely.
No.
At the Xavier mansion, Kurt, Ororo, and Xavier watch over a New Mutants Danger Room session, but Xavier is distracted. He can't stop thinking about that poor Jones girl that he wasn't able to recruit.
For some reason, Nightcrawler is nude in the Danger Room control room.
We only see his top half, but he's definitely shirtless.
He's shirtless, and we see a little bit of his hips. There doesn't appear to be any clothing there either.
Yeah.
Which good for him. Kurt Rupert. He's just hanging out the mansion nude these days.
Back at the Massachusetts Academy, Emma teleconferences with Sebastian Shaw, detailing the results of all of Angelica's tests. They both agree that she's a natural assassin for her powers, not her,
not for her
because she could
agility
or her like ruthlessness. Like the idea is that she could just think, and a person pops from the inside because it's microwaves.
Pretty cool.
So Emma assures Shaw that she's already began the mental preparations for the job. Cut to Angelica in bed, tossing and turning from a nightmare about the evil X-Men as her hallucinator bracelet glows and illuminates her.
Now, is this the hallucinator doing that? Or is she just having a nightmare about the X-Men because of the day she's had? And then the hallucinator is just like making her anxious.
I don't know. I don't know what the hallucinator does. No one explains the hallucinator. They just call it the hallucinator, and then stuff happens, and you're like, I guess that's the hallucinator doing it.
It gives her bad vibes.
Weeks later, it's almost time for the big dance. During a training session, Angelica begs Emma to let her go, and Emma, surprisingly, agrees.
What?
When Angelica runs off in joy, Randall, remember him?
Randall!
He questions Emma's judgment. It's still too dangerous. Emma chides him, but spares him, since the kid seems to like him. As she walks away, she smiles to herself about the interesting guests that Angelica should meet at the party. Cut to the Xavier mansion, where the New Mutants are all worked up about an invitation to the Massachusetts Academy School dance.
Oh, no.
Wolverine is the only one that objects for some reason. Peter and Aurora insist and agree to go as chaperones. The New Mutants are ecstatic.
Why? Why would you do this?
Please, can we go to a dance at the villain hideout? Please.
As the new mutants, why would you want to go to this dance? You've met all these people. They're terrible.
We hate these guys. Let us dance.
As Storm and Colossus, why would you be like, oh, shut up, Wolverine. Nothing's going to happen. In fact, why don't we go along so that there are also two X-Men mixed into the situation?
They tried to kill Kitty Pryde, and I guess they tried to kill Magic too. They tried to recruit everyone else, but tried to kill those. They tried to kill Kitty Pryde. Please let us go to their dance.
And Xavier's like, well, surely Emma wouldn't take any steps to hurt the X-Men or the New Mutants in such a public place. Yes, she would.
There's no way she'd do it again.
Exactly.
It's not like her powers are invisible and would happen underneath anybody's suspicion.
This is insane. I can suspend my disbelief for just about everything that happens in this miniseries. This is a step too far for me.
The night of the dance, Angelica spends a little time with her favorite horse, Butterrum.
Remember him?
Before getting ready, strangely enough, all of the horses except Butterrum are being moved out of this stable today.
Huh.
How kind of Miss Frost to make sure that Angelica's favorite horse gets to stay behind. Later at the dance, things seem to be going swimmingly. Aurora and Peter are being cordial with Emma, and the New Mutants are finding new dance partners left and right.
No.
Sam seems particularly intrigued by a shy, red-headed girl in the corner, who he approaches with some help from Roberto. Sam and Angelica dance awkwardly, but neither of them actually like dancing, so they decide to take a walk instead. Emma looks on, satisfied. That's a fucking good move, Sam. Like,
yeah.
Hey, I hate this dance.
I hate dancing.
Do you want to take a walk outside, just the two of us? Man, you're gonna get kissed. That is fast track to getting kissed.
Now, how do you think this plays into Sam's relationship with Lila Cheney? Did they have an understanding?
Well, I don't think they're going steady. I think this is an era where you have to be going steady.
Yeah, but she called him her boyfriend.
All right, he's cheating.
But maybe that's not the commitment.
I don't know. Yeah, what are we supposed to believe here about Sam?
Lila Cheney seems pretty free-spirited. It could very well be.
There's no way Lila Cheney isn't out there fucking. Like, she's...
Yeah.
She's, 20-some years old? And she's dating this, 17-year-old boy. And she's a rock star who lives in London in her own apartment.
And also tours the universe.
Yeah. So there must be an understanding there. It must be Sam.
Yeah. Okay.
She must have set him aside and Sam, you should know. I like this. I'll keep doing this, but you've got to know some things about me. And if you're not okay with it, no, I'm cool with it. No.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Outside, Sam and Angelica relate over the M on their palms.
Aww.
She notices that his M is more similar to hers.
Yeah, it's more pronounced.
Which
leans back into
what are you fucking trying to do, Tom DeFalco? Shut up. If this happens in Dazzler, I quit the podcast. Then, Pat, they kiss! They smooch!
Whoa!
They do a big smooch! Yes! But it's interrupted by a psychic projection of Emma in Angelica's heads. How could she be so careless? What if her powers spark and she accidentally hurts this poor boy? Angelica runs off in shame, heading to the stable for some comfort from Butterrum. I'll just kiss Butterrum instead.
Poor Sam doesn't get the psychic projection. He just is kissing her, and then the girl's like, I'm so sorry. I should have never done this. And then runs. Poor Sam.
Poor Sam. Well, he's got a rock star girlfriend. He's fine. But a familiar situation unfolds, Pat, as she panics and loses control of her emotions in the stable. A massive fire breaks out. Angelica leads Butter Rum out of the burning stable, but he's gasping for air and collapses on the ground. Dead.
Ooh.
Hey, Pat.
Yes.
Hot Butter Rum.
Matt.
Yes,
that is how you should serve it.
Do you think that's why they called it that? Do you think that's why they called him that? He's a hot butter rum. There's no drink called butter rum, but there is a drink called hot butter rum.
Yep.
All right. Angelica runs into the woods, eventually found by Emma. She comforts Angelica. It's not her fault. She can't control her powers, but as they walk away, Emma's internal monologue reveals that she started the fire and telepathically stopped the horse's heart from beating.
Jesus.
Angelica is one step closer to being ready to kill. Fuck, dude. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Two themes arising here that are weird. Number one, same plot, both issues, right?
Sure, yeah.
There's a hunky, big, muscly guy, takes pity on Angelica Jones, tries to protect her from the mean people, while a group of kids is mean to her, right?
Right, yeah.
And one authority figure is making it worse. And then she loses the most important person or thing or character in her life, right? Nana. So Randall,
right.
And what was his name? Chucky Benson?
Chucky Benson.
Randall and Chucky Benson, the Hellions and the Mean Girls, Butter Rum and Nana, Emma Frost and Mr. Dipshit. What was his name?
Slattery.
Mr. Slattery. So it's the
I'll
same
never forget
plot.
his fucking name.
Same plot twice. But then the second thing is that all these other fucking guys, these characters, mostly male characters, are watching this happen to her, and they just keep putting their hands on their hips and going, dang it, I wish there was something I could do for this poor girl.
It's too bad that's girl stuff.
They're watching her be tortured by a supervillain for literal years.
Yeah.
Only Chris Claremont should be allowed to write female characters, Pat. Only Chris. Well, all right. Until they pass a law that allows women to write comics. But for now.
Well, of course. But until then.
Until women are allowed to write comics, finally. Until then, only Chris Claremont gets to write. Everyone else loses privileges. This is so bad. It's not a bad comic, but it is just like this theme of all female characters have to just be deeply tortured at all times. Like,
yeah.
Ugh.
And at odds with each other.
Fuck, man.
This was actually like, this is where I think it gets a little chilling, the lengths that she's going to corrupt Angelica and the way that this plays out, like,
yeah, she killed a horse.
Sort of like Machiavellian associate them with a negative experience, even if it's not her hating them. Like, her connection to the New Mutants is now her favorite horse dies.
Right. If I make friends with a mutant, something I love dies.
Right. And then it's all revealed in thought bubbles in the last 3 panels of the comic, but it's a good plan of like, convince her that she can't control her powers and then just keep putting her in situations where you set fires and tell her it was her powers.
That would also be a fun way to lie to your kids. It's just tell them they have superpowers and then keep doing things like with remote controls or whatever. Ooh. And be like, oh my God, you did it again. You made the light bulb explode. And it was just like, it was you with a...
Yeah. They like just doing close-up magic and then being like, how did you do that?
Right. My kid is an adult already.
Yeah.
But you could still have a kid and do this.
I could.
So let's start planning now, just in case.
Well, my plan, Matt, is if I do ever have a kid, to get them actual superpowers.
Just roll them around in nuclear.
Well, I got a few ideas. That is not the first step we're going to try.
First step is you've been rolling around in nuclear for a long time.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Why don't we, Matt, why don't we take a break? Why don't we take a break from all this Firestar stuff?
What would we do instead?
Let's get back to the roots of this podcast, Matt, the essence of Mutant Menace. I want you to read me an issue of the Uncanny X-Men.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. I can tell that you really need this. I can tell in your face that you really need.
I do. I'm hurting.
So, all right, let me just pick one at random. Flip. Okay. All right. I found one.
You need a better Foley artist.
I found one. Uncanny X-Men 193. How about that one?
Oh, that's perfect, because I think the last one we read for the podcast was 192.
Okay, yeah, let's read this one. It's written by Chris Claremont, penciled by John Romita Jr., inked by Dan Green, colored by Glynis Wein, lettered by Tom Orzechowski, edited by Ann Nocenti, release date February 12th, 1985, cover date May 1985. It's called Warhunt 2.
Warhunt 2.
Yeah, remember Warhunt? Our favorite title of an X-Men comic?
Sure.
This is Warhunt 2.
This is, we should mention, issue number 100 of Chris Claremont's run.
Yeah, he started 93. This is 193. Or he started 94. This is 193.
That's right. Also, wasn't 94 Warhunt?
Is it? Damn. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
So there is some parody there. Warhunt 2 is the dumbest title I've ever heard for something, but it's at least reflecting the first in this run of 100 issues.
Oh, 94 is the Doomsmith scenario. Warhunt was 95, but I bet he did the Doomsmith scenario too, and it's like, no, that sucks. No one will notice if I just do Warhunt 2. It's still a clever way to celebrate this, and the way that it ties in is, I think, really interesting. I think this is an interesting issue.
This is well done.
Sean Cassidy, remember him?
Yeah, Banshee.
He's the Banshee. He's taking his usual pre-dawn jog around Muir Island when he's suddenly kicked in the face.
Oh.
Standing over him is John Proudstar? A ghost? No time to figure it out, though, as his assaulter punches him into unconsciousness.
Eesh.
Back in New York, Xavier finds himself waking in a strange place, the sprawling underground lair of the Morlocks.
Yeah, remember where we last left him?
He was dead. He was dead on the ground.
Yeah, he's beaten by a bunch of college kids that didn't like mutants.
Callisto stands over him, explaining why he's here and wearing bondage gear. He is like wearing full fucking bondage gear.
He's wearing, leather straps across his chest.
After and his head, like his bald head, and wearing
they put a spike choker around his temples,
and he's wearing
just to be funny
spiked bracelets and shit. Yeah, why do this? There's no reason here. And he rips it all off, but he leaves the fingerless gloves on.
Yeah. Well, the fingerless gloves are undeniably cool, man.
Yeah, he's like, all right. I hate all this, but these are kind of cool. After he was beaten by an anti-mutant mob in Mutant Menace number 59, he was found barely alive by the Morlocks and brought here back to the healer. The bondage gear is just for fun.
Yeah, she's like, we were just bored.
They mentioned that the healer, the healer, it won't be able to heal. This was so hard for him, he won't be able to heal again for months. I think this is clearly them just being like, Chris Claremont being like, I've been using the healer too much.
Yeah. There's a lot about to happen here. It would be radically different if the healer was also there.
I think like, I think it's like I still have the healer when I need the healer, but I want you guys to think I don't.
Yeah, I don't want you pimple-faced nerds saying, "Why didn't the healer help?
Why didn't you do it why didn't the healer do it?" Mm-hmm. So the two get along cordially. And remember, this is the first time Xavier's been in the Morlock tunnels.
Right? Yeah.
He's heard about them, but this is his first real experience with the Morlock.
And he's being really this is when you think about the good reputation that Xavier has. Not the Xavier that we know, but the public presenting Xavier.
Yeah.
He is killing it here. He's like, oh, I've never been here myself. I wasn't here the last time the X-Men were here, but I've heard them talk about it. It is even grander than they say. He's good for you for putting this all together.
I admire what you've done here.
But
at the same time, it is the Xavier we know because he's also probing for information. He's like, he's just trying to act casual. And he's like, oh, so how many people do you have down here? And Callisto catches on. She's like, none of your business.
Yeah. And he asks like, oh, how many places can you exit from? And she's like, a bunch. One of them is right next to your school.
Yeah, they don't lean into this is another Claremont being clever, being smart. Like sometimes he leans way too hard into the points that he's trying to make, and other times he does it subtly. And this is one of his times where he's doing it subtly. Yeah. Xavier's probing for information. Callisto's rebuffing him, but there's no line of dialogue like, I see you're probing for information, you're not gonna get anything out of it. It just happens, and it's really, really good fucking dialogue. God damn it, Claremont is good. Every time we think he might not be good, he's so good.
He's good again. Yeah.
So they're getting along cordially until Sunder bursts in, carrying several dead mutant children. They were shot in cold blood, seemingly just for being mutants. They're the children of a character called Anna Lee, and it's such a major aside. This is huge that somebody just killed all of Anna Lee's children, and Anna Lee is about. I don't know
anything about this.
Yeah, right. She's about to make her first real appearance. This is her first time being mentioned, but her first real appearance happens in a couple months in Power Pack. We'll get to it, but
Power Pack.
Yeah. And we'll get to that, but it just happens as a brief aside, and then they cut away from the Morlocks, and you're just like, fuck.
I guess in my head, I'm like, Power Pack. Is there a lot of content about murdering children in Power Pack? But then all of their villains, I guess, by nature, are child murderers, or attempted child murderers, at least.
Oh, yeah. It's like when you think about the Scooby-Doo gang, right? These are all people that are trying to murder children, a
bunch of teenagers.
They're trying to mass murder a group of teenage friends and a dog. So Callisto swears revenge, even if Storm's still technically leader, and demands peace. Across the country, up in the Rocky Mountains. I just drove through the Rocky Mountains, Pat.
Oh, did you see James Proudstar there?
I hit him with my car.
No, Matt.
It was hailing on me. I couldn't see. James Proudstar is mourning his brother's death at the site where the plane blew up. He blames Xavier with his snake's tongue and accursed psi powers for John's death, and he means to get revenge. His reflection is interrupted, though, when Empath and Roulette show up, insisting they help. James isn't interested. This is his personal mission, but Roulette and Empath remind him that. Per Emma Frost, they are to work together just like the X-Men do.
Yeah, I love the idea of Emma Frost having to be like, no, No, you have to help each other. Like the X-Men. You see the X-Men helping each other?
Remember how the X-Men do it? Remember how the X-Men did it? Do it that way.
And so Empath and Roulette are like, all right, I guess we got to follow this fucking guy out to the Rocky Mountains. That's what the X-Men would do, right?
John objects further, but is interrupted by the appearance of Firestar. She's here. This is actually her first comic book appearance.
Oh, this came out before Firestar 1 and 2.
Yes.
Even though narratively it takes place right here.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is her first. I mean, I think she was in a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends comic, but that was like out of continuity. So this is her introduction to the Marvel Universe. Just like Dazzler, they just handed her to Chris Claremont and they were like, hey, put her in. She lands down, embraces Empath, but remember he was so mean to her.
I know.
And starts making out with him in front of everyone.
Ew.
Clearly under his manipulation, she unhesitatingly agrees to help them eliminate the X-Men. Fucking Empath, you piece of shit. All right, meanwhile, in the danger room, the gang's all having a great time playing tag. Punch tag, Pat. It's punch tag.
Right. It's really just, it's Sam versus Nightcrawler, Wolverine, and Colossus, right?
I think Rogue is on Sam's team, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they just keep punching him. They're just punching Sam all around the room, and Sam's punching them back.
This isn't tag. It's not how you play tag, but
a mostly healed Xavier enters the room of punch tag with Callisto. Physically, he'll survive, but he's still too weak to do any stressful physical or psychic stuff. No more playing basketball, buddy. Everyone makes fun of his outfit. Oh, man, this is fucking great here. Sam says to Xavier what Xavier says to Sam in that annual where Sam's wearing the...
Word for word.
Yeah. While I appreciate the need for self-expression, we are a reputable school, not a collection of ragamuffins.
Got him.
Fucking great. So good.
And he just walks off with a huff, too.
He just walks off, and Sam's like, gotta admit, I blushed. He didn't. Real good. Real great. All the X-Men are laughing. I'm laughing. I love it. Cut to the middle of the Atlantic, where Storm is on a boat. And suddenly sees the apparition of majestic mountains, followed by the ghost of her mother. What could this mean?
Not sure. We're not going to find out today.
No, I don't know. In the also in the danger room, we the fucking cat people show up again from that annual. Two references from the annual, because the cat people show up, and then all right. Anyway, back at the mansion, Xavier's bath is interrupted by a transmission from James Proudstar. He's taken Banshee hostage and is waiting for them at the NORAD headquarters hidden inside Cheyenne Mountain. Remember? It's the very same site they battled Nefaria and his Animen, leading to John Proudstar's death. Rescuing Banshee means not only fighting Proudstar, but the damn Air Force too.
This is so cool. I'll give this to James Proudstar. He finds his way inside the NORAD base hidden inside the Rocky Mountains, calls Xavier on a video call, and they're in their video room where it's just like a shoulder shot of him on their giant monitor going, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like it looks like a pro wrestling promo. I'm coming for you, Xavier.
It's so good. All the X-Men are there like watching this, and Wolverine, I think, is holding a tennis racket for some reason.
Why shouldn't he?
Okay, you're right.
Why shouldn't he hold a tennis racket?
You're right. Colossus is in a towel only, and Wolverine's holding a tennis racket. This is just the X-Men off duty. All right. Xavier uses Rachel to establish a silence between the team, not letting anyone know about the extent of his injuries. Kitty phases. Yeah.
You're part of this mission. You should let people know that you are not at full strength.
You don't think he should keep lying to his team about literally everything all the fucking time, always? I think he maybe should keep lying to his team about everything all the time, always. And he's always done.
Yeah, I'm glad after the Morlocks interaction, we get right back to standard Xavier.
Yeah. Well, he's never stopped. This is the fucking thing. All the way back to the very beginning. 193 issues of this bullshit. And he never has stopped just being an absolute liar to the people who rely on him.
Technically not actually 193.
Okay. They're 136.
Something like that, yeah.
Kitty phases into the base, giving Kurt the psychic location of a safe place to port, and everyone's in. This is the mountain. They're at the mountain.
Yes.
Xavier stays back in the Blackbird, using Cerebro to locate Banshee, but Roulette has found him.
Oh, no.
She throws a bad luck disc at him, and Cerebro shorts out. Empath walks in, and a psychic battle ensues between the two of them until Roulette just comes in with some nerve gas and knocks the professor out. Kurt, kicking himself for leaving Xavier undefended, asks Rachel if she's able to track down Banshee using her psychic powers. This triggers a panic attack as she remembers being used as a hound in her future to track down mutants. She falls to the floor. Kitty and Wolverine go off in search of Banshee instead. Meanwhile, in the war room, Roulette, Empath, and Firestar take a tour of the building in their civilian outfits. Apparently, you can just do this.
You can just tour the active war room.
You can just go to NORAD and say, hey, where's some students? Can you show us around? And they're like, yeah, oh, yeah, sure. Roulette triggers some alarms, and Empath manipulates the general into panicking about mutants, commanding their secbots to shoot any intruders to kill. Remember, Empath can control people's emotions. So when we say manipulate, it's not like he's talking. He's just using like pheromones or some shit.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Secbots. They've got secbots.
Secbots.
It's not a robot. It's a human in a robo costume. They clarify for us a little later.
So they're not actually bots.
They're secbots.
They're secbots. Several floors below, Kitty and Logan find Banshee, which means they also find James Proudstar. It's Wolverine rules here. Fucking Thunderbird has been laying all these plans and traps, and he's got this whole thing worked out, and he's hiding in the darkness. And he's supposed to be able to like sneak up on anybody that comes to Banshee. And Wolverine, within fucking seconds, not only finds Banshee in the heart of this thing, is just like, bam, just like sideways throws a punch and knocks Thunderbird to the ground.
Yeah.
Just like
felt him coming.
Like it's not enough to stop this plan and to triumph over it, but it is just like, you must, if you're Thunderbird, you must be like, fucking Christ.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Every advantage I had.
No one can pull a fucking plan on Wolverine. No one can. He figures out all of them. So the two of them fight and it rolls, but suddenly a neurotoxin starts being vented into the room. Kitty pulls Banshee out, but returns for Wolverine and gets a big whiff of gas, passing out. Wolverine goes to help her, giving Proudstar the advantage. They're both too weak to escape. So Proudstar drags them out of the room himself.
Huh?
Yeah, he was going to leave them to die, but he reflects on his mission. These two had nothing to do with John's death. Kitty wasn't even a member at the time. Why should he kill them? Plus, it shakes his confidence seeing Wolverine. Like the only reason either of them passed out, they both beat his trap. The only reason they lost is because Kitty came back to save Wolverine, and Wolverine moved closer to the gas that he was rapidly healing from, so he was overcoming. He moved closer to the gas to save Kitty.
To save her, yeah.
Fucking Christ. They're
just being noble here, yeah. He also He's with, not to take away from James Proudstar here, because he and Wolverine are fairly evenly matched. Like, Wolverine has the edge, but it is a display that, like, James Proudstar can kick some ass. He's going toe to toe with Wolverine for a minute until.
Right. Well, he's got that Helion's training, I guess. So James, he walks off ashamed of himself, promising to only kill Xavier. Meanwhile, Pat, the Secbots, they find the rest.
Secbots?
No, Secbots.
Oh, the Secbots.
They yell surprise suckers, and they again just more surprise suckers. God damn it. Learn something new, Claremont.
Surprise assholes.
They find the rest of the X-Men and they attack. They wrap up Nightcrawler in a catch web. Roy Thomas.
Yeah.
And take him away while Rogue and Colossus beat the hell out of the Secbots. But mid-kick-ass, Firestar bursts into the room and sees Peter, the most immediate threat, and tackles him out of the room, flying him high into the sky. He could punch his way out of her grasp, but he doesn't want to hurt the poor girl. Luckily, Rogue doesn't have the same reservations. She flies out after them and absorbs Firestar's powers, flying them both back down to the ground. Meanwhile, Nightcrawler's brought in front of the General, who, still under Empath's manipulations, orders his immediate execution.
Jesus, man.
Empath, for some reason, drives Nightcrawler into a berserker rage to, I guess, allow him to escape.
Yeah, what was they're just having fun. And I think that's part of the point, is Empath is just like, wee.
Right. Like, he could have just sat there and watched Kurt get killed. But he's like, it would be more fun to destroy the X-Men's reputation by having Nightcrawler go crazy and start punching everybody.
Right. Their current leader.
Yeah. Empath watches the chaos and laughs when he's confronted by James Proudstar, telling him once again to stay the hell out of his business. Just then, though, Kitty rises up and phases Empath down to the floor below where Wolverine is waiting. He delivers a terrifying monologue, and Empath passes out in fear and probably pees his pants.
This monologue is so good. And it's Wolverine. And I know we get a little Wolverine obsessed here, but he looks at Empath and he's like, he extends his claws and says, like, go ahead, man. I know that you can fuck with my mind. And if you think you can do it fast enough to stop me from plunging my claws into you, then you beat me. Just do that. And instead, Empath passes out.
He's just go. Yeah. It's very good. And I think one of the things that's so funny about this, Wolverine is still recovering from poison gas. And Pat, how do you best recover from a lung full of poison gas?
I would say fresh air.
Oh, you blast a cig. You blast a couple cigarettes.
Oh, sure.
You just start smoking heavily.
I'll tell you, I smoked cigs for 20 years. And if I ever came into a situation that challenged my lungs, the first thing I did when I got out of it was light up a cigarette.
So chaos breaks out between Nightcrawler and the Air Force, and James Proudstar looks on in regret. He was so certain in his path, but all his revenge has put so many people in danger. This isn't what he wanted at all.
Ugh.
Kitty tries to grab him the same way she did Empath, but he's too quick for her, and he gets away. While Wolverine, which, by the way, if we weren't clear, is she phases up to the ground, grabs him by the leg, and then phases them down through the floor where Wolverine can be mean to them.
Yeah.
But
Proudstar gets away.
Proudstar's like, I see what you're doing, and then gets away. So this leaves Wolverine and Kitty to face a new army of Secbots emerging into the basement, while above...
Sexbots?
No, Secbots.
Secbots. Got it.
Yeah. While above, Nightcrawler snaps out of his rage and ports away with roulette.
He's just like, that was weird. I was in a murderous rage for a minute there.
Anyway, let's continue the mission. They arrive right into the middle of a conflict with the rest of the X-Men. Rachel is awake and still refusing to help. Peter tries to understand, but Rogue demands Rachel let her absorb her powers. Rachel hesitates at this, too, because this will allow Rogue to see all those shameful memories. So she can't locate mutants because that reminds her of being a hound, but she can't let somebody else do it because that'll reveal her memories.
That she was a hound in the first place, yeah.
So Nightcrawler comes up with a different plan. All Rachel has to do is get a vague location of Wolverine and Kitty and let him see through her eyes. Though we won't know exactly where he's going, he's going to risk blindly teleporting down to help them.
Pretty powerful. If this is your first issue of X-Men, you're probably very confused, and this doesn't hit that strong. But if you have been a loyal Kurt reporter, and when you hear him say this, you're like, oh, damn.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. What's happening here is he knows he sucks at being a leader. And he's like, this is all going so fucking poorly. All I need to do is get my people out. All I need to do is just save everybody. So I'm going to fucking risk popping into like the middle of a wall and dying.
Right.
Because I'm not going to let I'm not going to let my fuck ups fuck everyone else over.
He's so cool. He shouldn't be leader, but he's still so cool.
Rachel, seeing his bravery, she chooses to go with him. She's like, look, if you're going to pop into the middle of a wall, so will I. Rogue then takes off with an unconscious Firestar to check on the professor, with Thunderbird still on the loose.
No.
And where's Thunderbird, Pat? Why, he's aboard the Blackbird, threatening to kill Xavier, of course.
Oh, no.
Xavier is awake and still without his powers, but he can immediately tell James is hesitating. Xavier tells him that he won't fight. If James wants to take his life, so be it. But he'd better be sure that this is the best way to honor his brother John's memory. John was so strong, so proud, so brave, and every decision he made was his own. James may imagine that Xavier manipulated him into his death, but Xavier asks, could any man really control John Proudstar? Or did he go to his death of his own free will? A hero. James loses his conviction and drops his brother's knife, lamenting his cowardice. But Xavier assures him that what he did took courage, and that he's truly honored John's memory today.
Now,
yeah,
Matt, you and I read what we're now calling Warhunt 1. We agreed that the reason that John Proudstar died is because he was so riled up by Xavier being like, I don't think you're honoring your people's legacy if you're not fighting with us as the X-Men and giving everything you have to it.
Right.
Like he was
like race baiting him.
Yes. And he was being emotionally manipulative because John Proudstar was like, I'm kind of a loner. I don't want to be on this team. I don't want to go fight supervillains. Like I want to, well, he had a lot going on.
Yeah, he's got
internally at the time, but still, this Xavier is here, and he probably believes it himself, being like, "I had nothing to do with that man's death. He chose to die." You and I know different.
We know he definitely did. If he hadn't fucking baited John Proudstar by being like, "Well, what was it? He's an Apache. A real Apache wouldn't quit the X-Men." And John Proudstar,
real Apache would fight the Animen.
Just like your ancestors have done for hundreds of years. He legitimately did manipulate John Proudstar into dying. Later, the gang are all gathered back up at the mansion. The news announces the growing tensions and altercations between the X-Men and the government. Remember Rogue? Like Rogue, they think that Rogue killed a S.H.I.E.L.D.
for
agent,
the murder of a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent.
And the X-Men broke into the Pentagon or something to delete their files, and then they ended up fighting like Mystique and Rogue there.
Right.
And so like this is just the latest in a series of fights between the X-Men and the government.
Huh.
So the news
is
like,
wonder if that's going to come back.
I don't think. Probably not. I think this is the last time the X-Men and the government have any fight. And from now on, they're all friends. They all watch this news report in sorrow. Firestar has snapped out of Empath's trance and is full of regret. Sam wants to smash Empath's stupid face for what he did to Angelica. Rogue returns with Lockheed.
Hey.
And Xavier offers both James and Angelica because this wasn't in the recap, but
we skipped this. But
at some point, Empath uses his powers to make Lockheed scared and run away. Xavier offers both James and Angelica places on the X-Men. That's cool.
Yeah.
But they both decline. So the X-Men beat them up. No, just kidding.
We can't let you leave.
James declines because while some of the Hellions are scum and he knows it and he feels that way, others are his best friends in the fucking world. Angelica declines because, as far as she knows, Emma Frost is the kindest person she's ever met. She hates the Hellions, but she's not going to give up on Emma. Anyway, they all part as friends. The end.
Except
what, Pat?
Except we get an epilogue.
We do?
Yes. In the house of Jaime Rodriguez.
Yay, Jaime!
Jaime Rodriguez is back.
Our favorite guy.
I let out a little yelp when I got to this part because I really thought we would never see him again. But in his house, the same newscast plays. This sparks an argument between Jaime and his family as he sticks up for mutant kind. He refuses to have anyone in his house judged for the way they look.
Yes,
such
Jaime.
as their new house guest and friend, Nimrod. After saving Jaime's life in the subway, he's taking up residence with the Rodriguezes, doing little Tomas's homework, and spending the rest of his time in his room on the computer trying to figure out what happened. Pause.
Yeah.
This is a robot that appeared out of nowhere and shot a man right behind Jaime. And let's assume that Jaime figured out that man was about to stab him and steal his necklace.
Come home and stay in my son's room.
Yeah, this is a robot, dude. Don't.
Pat, you're doing exactly what Jaime Rodriguez warned you against, which is judging people by their looks.
That's true. Nimrod realizes a few things. First, he's shifted to another time stream. Second, he's got to do something about his robotic pink face because people won't trust him if he doesn't look human. Mm-hmm. Third, the best way to fulfill his duty to exterminate all of mutant kind is to target the X-Men. Oh, and Juggernaut is also on the news.
Yeah, apparently Juggernaut's there, and he's like, oh, and I'll fight Juggernaut too.
To be continued.
Oh, yay. Pat, this issue was fucking good.
This was good. It was dense. A lot happened that did not get resolved.
Every X-Men's internal struggle is on display here, which is what I like. Like, all right. And each thing, and these are things that were set up in the past, right? Like these aren't new.
Over the last 100 issues.
Yes, these are things that we have known about, and Claremont has set up like fucking like for long periods of time, and these are the tensions of the issue. So, okay, starts out Banshee being powerless,
right,
is what leads him to being the one who gets taken and starts off the conflict of this whole issue. And he's even like, he tries to fight back and he can't because he doesn't have his powers anymore.
Yeah.
And then Xavier's shame and his guilt over he spent so long not being able to be part of the X-Men, and now finally he can, but now he's hurt.
But yeah, he's suddenly
now he's hurt and he can't again,
no
and now he feels useless, and he's ashamed of it. And by not admitting
and he's dishonest about
it. Exactly. By not admitting that, he puts Rachel in this position that she can't fulfill.
Yeah.
If he had just been honest straight up from the beginning, maybe they would have been able to figure something else out, but he didn't, and that puts them in the situation where Rachel, Colossus he's insecure because he was fucking losing in that that weird game of punch tag.
Oh, right. Yeah. He's wearing a choker still.
He's still wearing his choker. And he's upset because, so like he's barely doing anything in this whole sequence, right?
Yeah.
And won't fight Firestar when it comes down to it.
Yeah. That's compassion more than insecurity, I think, but still.
Maybe, but he's also just like, he's like, if I hit her, she'll die. Like, he doesn't have enough control over his powers. Like, I think, like,
yeah,
everybody just, again, Nightcrawler's fraud complex. He's like, I'm bad at being a leader and I can't do this. And it leads him to make bad plans and leave fucking Xavier unguarded. And then when he realizes he's left Xavier unguarded, he teleports away. And by teleporting away, that leaves the other X-Men open to be attacked by the Secbots. And then when he teleports back, that's what gets him caught. Like, Rachel's guilt and trauma by not sharing this with the X-Men. She is an absolute liability. She ruins the mission. Wolverine, his chivalry, his am I an animal or am I a man? By being chivalrous, by proving that he's a man, he loses Thunderbird and passes out. Kitty's overconfidence. She gets away with Banshee. And she's like, I'll be fine going back in. And not thinking that she has to become partly tangible to walk on air, which means she has to breathe the air, which means she's gonna get. And then Rogue was perfect.
Yeah. Despite everyone's reservations, she was still perfect.
All right, good point. Yeah. Every issue Rogue's been in so far, by the way, she has been fucking perfect. Everything she does is right and great.
Yeah, and it's driven just by like this sense of rightness in her heart. Yeah. It's just her own like moral compass is after having a bad streak there. Yeah, it's really like kicked into high gear.
And she's trying to prove herself, and she's doing a fucking good job because every issue she's just kicking ass. Yeah, all of that comes to play all at once. Plus the Firestar empath roulette and Thunderbird characterizations. Just fucking rules. This issue is great.
Shut your mouth, Matt. It's time for me to read Firestar number 3.
Okay.
It's titled This Lady Kills. Release date February 4th, 1986. Cover date May 1986. A long
time to write that title, I bet.
Angelica Jones is 15 years old now and training as Firestar in the Hellfire Club's version of the Danger Room.
Okay.
She deftly takes out some lasers and robots, but fails the exercise when a robot version of Charles Xavier shoots her from the sky with a machine gun.
That's your favorite. This is always your favorite thing.
Charles Xavier with an Uzi just firing wildly into the air.
And like laughing. He's like throwing his head back. Like, keep the change, you filthy animal.
Firestar is confused about the Xavier robot, but Emma Frost warns her that appearances can be deceiving and that anti-mutant sentiment is rising across the world. Soon, they may be fighting for their very lives.
Xavier loves to kill mutants in this reality, I guess.
Yeah, he's the head of anti-mutant sentiment. As Angelica heads off to dance class, excited about some surprise Mrs. Frost has for her later, her bodyguard Randall worries about her. He engages in some locker room talk with some weightlifting chud named Bruno Stein, who's all excited about some special operations his team has later.
Bruno Stein,
look out for this guy.
He's got a mullet and he's got big ol' arms and he's got little gym shorts on.
He's a beefy guy.
Yeah, he's beefo.
Do you think Angelica's going to dance class? Do you think that's another one of those things where Emma was like, no, they all went to dance class. You have to be like the X-Men.
She is just doing the X-Men. That's so funny. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Emma Frost tells Sebastian Shaw all about what happened in X-Men number 193. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, it just happened.
Her brainwashing of Thunderbird may not have succeeded, but it appears that her brainwashing of Firestar is actually going very well.
Oh.
She remained loyal to Emma and is well on her way to becoming the Hellfire Club's most deadly assassin. If only Emma could instill a killer's instinct into the girl.
Dang it.
Also, something confusing happens with Celine, furthering the undertones that she's plotting to take over the Hellfire Club from Shaw.
Yeah, what is this?
Best I can tell,
Okay.
because she can manipulate inorganic matter, she manipulates the couch
Yeah, okay, there's
to form a hand and pour Sebastian a drink.
Yeah, it's very weird. Because as far as I know, Celine doesn't possess objects, nor does she turn into a white, slithery ghost.
No, but if the couch is made of inorganic matter, she can mutate it and bend it to her will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just bizarre. It's nothing is happening. What is happening is nothing. Nobody thought anything.
Cut to dance class, where Empath and Roulette pull a prank to get Angelica in trouble, causing her to get angry and accidentally set off the sprinkler system.
And I guess Roulette has red hair all of a sudden.
Yes, she's trying to be more like Firestar. She's single white femaling her.
Okay.
So she sets off the sprinkler system. This lands her in Ms. Frost's office with a lecture for letting her powers get out of control. Not only could she expose her mutant identity to the school,
She could
her
also
microwaves.
expose her butt. Oh.
Her microwaves could also give everyone cancer or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, do we ever deal with that in the future?
I don't.
It sounds very real.
We'll find out. Also,
there's a reason we put doors on our microwave ovens.
Emma's like, you set off the sprinklers. I hope poor dance instructor doesn't have pneumonia. All right. I'm pretty okay.
Do you have any idea how dangerous your powers are? What if you gave one of the teachers pneumonia?
You got somebody wet. Can you imagine what that could have done to them?
Well, despite all this, Emma lets Angelica in on a little surprise.
Oh.
Her and her bodyguard Randall are going to New Jersey for the weekend to visit her father.
Ooh.
Unbeknownst to them, though, Emma is also sending Bruno Stein along on a secret mission. What could that be?
I don't know.
That night, Emma activates Angelica's hallucinator bracelet to give her nightmares about the X-Men killing the hell out of her.
Yeah.
Frost runs in to comfort her as she cries.
There's an insane panel here. It's just Mary Wilshire making a weird artistic choice where Emma is very far away from Angelica. Like, Angelica's in the front of the panel, hands over her face, crying.
Yeah.
And Emma's very far away, but her hand is still wrapped around Angelica's arm, and it is It is bizarre. It's like Mr. Fantastic level of stretching. It looks like if this was a modern comic, you'd be like, this was AI.
It looks to me like forced perspective. Like if they were using a camera to try to show that she had stretchy powers, this is the forced perspective they would use for a practical effect.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe she is the Inspector Gadget of the Marvel Universe, so maybe she made herself extendo arms.
Go Gadget arms. The next day, Angelica and Randall arrive in New Jersey, and her dad is acting like a real dipnorts.
Yeah, he really is.
He's being cold and distant to Angelica because he's afraid of her powers. But he tries to confide in his new best friend, Randall, about how to handle it.
He fucking loves Randall. Immediately, he's like, hey, buddy, hey, who's this guy? I love this guy.
he's a nuclear scientist, and he's like, oh, finally, someone that I can get along with. A mercenary working for a secretive cabal.
Fucking Angelica hugs him and she's like, Daddy, I'm so glad to see you. And he's like, yeah. And then he pushes her aside and he's like, hey, you, what's your name? Randall? Nice to meet you, pal. Let me take your bags. And Angelica's in the back like, huh?
Is that male loneliness? Randall is just like, yeah, we should probably just leave.
Yeah, she's like, what can I do about my daughter? And he's like, you can't do this, man.
Maybe we should get it. If you're not going to talk to her, maybe we should
probably just fucking go. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're always right about everything, Randall.
I love your nuclear scientist voice. Hey, I'm doing nuclear over here.
I'm splitting atoms over here.
In the airport the next morning, Randall is called away by a phone call, only to be held up by Bruno Stein.
Bruno.
His team is pulling off their elaborate plan. One of them, dressed like a punk rocker, bumps into Angelica and drops his stereo. It explodes, and the punk dude pretends that Angelica did it with her powers, causing her to panic. He accuses her of being a mutant, and he and a crowd of people start beating up Angelica and her dad, which makes her lash out with her powers, actually doing it.
Actually do it. He punches her dad. Her dad's probably just coming over to make friends with him. Like, hey, look at you.
Look at this guy. You bumped into my daughter. My name's Ed.
It's a good thing he didn't meet Bruno Stein.
Yeah. So she lashes out with her powers. She flies in the air and starts blasting microwave beams at the ground around them. The fake punk guy.
He's a fake punk guy.
He's this
a poser.
Isn't a real punk. Then pulls out a gun and starts shooting at her. She melts the bullets, so he turns the gun on her dad, and Angelica flash fries the dude, putting him in critical condition.
Fuck.
Cut to Emma Frost celebrating as she tells Sebastian Shaw that it'll only be a few months until Firestar is ready to take on her first real target, Celine. To be continued.
If it's not clear, all those people were like actors.
Yes. Yeah.
Except for the dad.
Yeah. And maybe some of the people beating up Angelica and her dad.
Yeah.
Very possible that there were just some randos at the airport that were like, we're beating somebody up.
Got swept up in it. Yeah. How easy is it to manipulate a crowd? Like, how many plants does it take for everyone else to start beating up a dad and his daughter?
So after all that happened, does she just board the plane? Do they just go back to Massachusetts?
Fine. Fine, you're allowed to get on the plane, but don't do it again.
Don't do that. You can't do that in the air.
There's no rule that says a girl who blasts the ground with microwaves can't fly on an airplane.
I think this was another fun. The story is good. The way they get there is a little exhausting in this issue.
And there's not like, this one doesn't really follow the same formula as the other two. Like, you can kind of see it. Like, Randall is still the hunky guy who's looking after her. The thing that's taken away from her isn't like a person's life, but her dad's love, I guess.
Yeah. Or her like trust of herself, her newfound trust of herself in public.
The thing that's bullying her is like her dreams, the X-Men in her dreams. So it doesn't exactly follow the formula of the other two, but you can kind of squint and see they're making the same point in every issue. Pat, let me read you Firestar number 4 real quick.
Okay.
It's called Now Strikes the Assassin. Tom DeFalco's really not good at naming comic books. Release date, March 4th, 1986. Cover date, June 1986. Pat!
What?
Do you know what's special about June 1986?
What's that, Matt?
It actually hasn't happened yet. We're still in March, actually. But
yeah.
When we get there, I'll tell you what's special about June 1986.
All right, I can't wait.
But in March 1986, I'm actually still dead. So look out! The issue opens on Emma Frost's office, where she and Angelica are diving to the floor to avoid a hail of bullets flying through the window. They avoid the assassination attempt, and Emma relays that she psychically sensed this was the work of Selene, the Black Queen.
Ooh.
Randall the Goon escorts Angelica back to her room, while Stein the Goon hangs back and chuckles with Emma about how everything went according to plan.
I hate these guys.
This is the issue that it feels like Mary Wilshire rushed through. Everything's a little under-detailed and a little sketchy. And
yeah, the action kind of takes a backseat to cool poses.
And everyone, even the poses, everyone looks kind of rubbery, and everyone's faces look like it's not great. I really liked Mary Wilshire's art, and I can only assume this is because she was forced to rush. Because I think she's a great artist. Back at the dorm, Angelica talks to Randall, the Goon, about how grateful she is to have had Emma's guidance over the last 3 years. While Randall thinks to himself how fishy this whole assassination attempt was. But Angelica's monologue turns dark as she grips the bracelet from Miss Frost around her wrist. She's got to do something. She cannot let the Black Queen harm Emma. She accidentally blows up her bureau with a surge of emotion, which Emma watches happily from a monitor, while Sebastian Shaw watches her happily from another monitor. This has been the case since the beginning of the Hellfire Club, remember? That it was just like monitor after monitor after monitor.
Yeah, just everybody watching each other going, Emma just has a giant, like, wall-sized monitor in her office. This is, again, like the X-Men. It's very Star Trek, where, like, just a bunch of regular-sized people looking at a hulking figure on a monitor speaking to them.
This is what the future's going to be like, Pat. And
giant heads.
But one of the things that's funny about it, like Star Trek and like this, isn't just that it's a giant monitor, right? Like, plenty of we watch big screen TVs and shit, right?
Yeah.
It's that what they accurately predicted that old people would sit too close to their cameras. And so their entire faces would take up the screen.
Right. This is expected to be a person standing like maybe 20 feet from the camera and monologuing. So it looks a little more complete, but colonial-ass Sebastian Shaw is way up here.
Is way up in his camera, like Emma.
Is this working?
Emma, can you see me on your monitor?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, God. All right. 2 weeks later, we see Firestar in the training room, full costume, absolutely crushing her training. I like Firestar's costume. I hate her stupid mask, and I think somebody calls it a nerdy mask here. I forget who. Maybe she calls it a nerdy mask.
Oh, yeah. Which
is a take that, John Romita Sr.
It's a little dated, right? It's like the sort of flared, almost Marvel Girl style, where like it's like cat's eye glasses, but
I like the simplicity of just like a yellow bodysuit with her hair kind of like wild red hair, and then like flames for gloves and boots. Like I like it. I like the look of Firestar.
I am with you 100%.
So she's absolutely crushing her training. She's so in control, in fact, that Emma invites her to attend a fancy Hellfire ball in New York as a treat. She's so excited, despite Randall's hesitations. But what can he do? He wanders off for a drink and a long walk, thinking about what a mess all this is, when he realizes his thoughts are being read. Emma and a squad of Hellfire goons jump him and beat the life out of him. Except they fucking leave him alive. Why?
To torture him.
Okay, why?
Not sure. I think just as extra punishment.
Okay. The next morning, Emma breaks the news to Angelica, framing it as another Black Queen assassination. Randall had found her mole and was killed for it. There it is. It's on your chin.
All right. All right, Austin Powers.
Coincidentally, this same Black Queen will be at the fancy ball they're about to attend. She convinces Emma to still let her attend anyway, if nothing else, for protection. Of course, Emma's manipulating the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
but at this point,
I can't let you go. And Angelica goes, you have to let me go. And she's like, oh, if you insist. And Angelica,
please, can I go assassinate the Black Queen, Celine?
And Emma's like, oh man, I guess there's no stopping you. You know I would if I could. You know, real sick shit, dude.
Dastardly.
So, cut to the old stables, where we find Randall alive for no fucking but heavily beaten and tied to a chair, guarded by men with guns. In desperation, he wiggles out of his ropes and kicks ass, managing to escape with only one bullet hole in his body.
Who the fuck is this guy?
It's Randall! He trudges off to find Angelica and keep her safe up in her room, dressed in what we're told is a fancy gown. It looks like pajamas.
Yeah, she is not prepared for the high life.
Does not look very good. She's reflecting. This is her first dance. She should be excited, but she's worried about this confrontation with the Black Queen. Who will she be after that? Only one thing can give her the confidence she needs. She runs to the phone, calls home, and with tears in her eyes, tells her father that she loves him despite everything. Randall? Oh, it's just my daughter.
It's a sweet moment. He says absolutely nothing, but she's like, don't say anything. I just wanted to call and say, like, even though you hate me, I still love you and I always will.
So she catches him sitting in his house on his couch alone, petting the cat.
Mm-hmm.
The TV is on next to him, not in front of him.
He's on top, staring off into the middle distance.
He's drinking both a root beer and a Yoo-hoo. He has two cans.
Oh.
One can of Yoo-hoo, one can of root beer.
He's in a low place.
He's got a TV
I've
dinner.
been there, brother.
He's got a TV dinner. And he's just petting a cat, looking past a TV. He's thinking about Randall, his best friend. I wonder when Randall's gonna come visit me. When she returns to her room, her door is already open. And Randall is waiting inside. As he bleeds out, he reveals all of Emma's dastardly plan, including the horse murder.
Oh.
He tells her to run as his last words. She can't face Emma herself.
The equicide is the turning point here. Like that's the moment where Angelica as a horse girl absolutely snaps.
Yeah, it's just like the X-Men at the state fair.
Yes.
Where it's like, she doesn't like horses? Oh my god! Introduce Firestar to Equus!
Oh, they would love each other.
They'd be so good for each other.
They're both so socially inept.
Yes.
Ugh.
Just hanging out in barns, talking to horses, and then making out.
That sounds like it sounds great for them.
Yeah. I don't want to.
I don't want to make out next to a horse.
Me neither. I don't want to make out in the. I don't want to make out amongst the smell of manure. But a horse girl should be perfectly cool. Horse girl and horse boy, they're fine with it.
They're perfectly at home.
Outside, Emma sends her driver in to see what's taking Angelica so long, but he only finds Randall's body in Angelica's formal gown. Both covered in blood. Emma walks off to find her, but when she arrives at the training room, she finds it in ruins with unconscious goons scattered about. Suddenly, an explosion. Firestar, she's nearby and about to shaboom. Emma flies across the room and, lying on the ground stunned, sees Firestar standing above her menacingly. God, if Mary Wilshire had time to really draw this, God, how good of a panel would this have been?
Yeah. Honestly, I was hooked here, and I think the dialogue helps a lot because the dialogue gets very strong here between the two of them, but it complements this. The art's just very basic. It's not bad. It's just...
Well, the layouts are great. So, like, you can imagine what this would look like had she put her normal...
Yeah.
Emma fires a psychic bolt, but Firestar, prepared for this, jumps out of the way. She starts heating up the floor that Emma's lying on. Oh, that's how telepathy works. You have to aim it right.
You can jump out of the way of a psychic bolt.
She starts heating up the floor that Emma's lying on. Fucking smart. Putting her in too much agony to make another move. A bunch of Hellfire goons burst in with guns, but Firestar melts the bullets and then melts their guns. Cool.
Yes.
Before beating the shit out of them.
Yes.
Emma uses the opportunity to run into the training room and turn all the settings up to max. But Firestar is unfazed. She's harnessing a level of power previously unseen, declaring that nothing can stop her now. She's having such a good time. She's having a ball. They do call her Mr. Fahrenheit. Emma tries to lock her in, but Firestar blasts a hole in the wall, declaring that she doesn't need Emma. She can make it on her own. But as Emma cowers in a corner, Firestar reveals she has no interest in killing her. She just wants to be left the fuck alone. To make sure she explodes the entire secret underground complex. And disappears. So good. She blows up the whole fucking thing.
Structurally, I don't think this would actually work. I'm pretty sure everything above it would also collapse. But
yes. Yeah, of course.
I'm willing to suspend that. We've made it this far.
There's plenty of humans down there. We've seen them. They would have murdered them all. But suspend this disbelief. It's Tom DeFalco. This isn't Chris Claremont. we have to. A few hours later, Sebastian Shaw shows up to comfort Emma and let her know that they're no longer pursuing Angelica. It's not worth it.
This is like like the close of a disaster movie, the end of a disaster movie, where Emma is just like sitting on the sidewalk with an emergency blanket over her, kind of like...
Or she's just projecting an emergency blanket. She's sitting there nude.
Yeah, she's actually totally nude. But Shaw shows up with 2 cups of coffee to be like, sorry, partner.
Meanwhile, we find Angelica in a living room telling someone all about her adventure and how maxing out her powers taught her to control them. So she's no longer afraid of them.
Oh, okay. She just had to get to full power to understand how to control her power.
Yeah, it's like remember when you learned to drive and you couldn't get it and you couldn't get it and you couldn't get it and your parents are like, "All right, slam the gas down. Just slam your foot all the way to the floor and drive this car as fast as it can possibly go." And
put your foot down on both pedals as hard as you can at the same time.
And then you're like, okay, now I get it. Now that I'm going 80 miles an hour, I now can figure. Now I know how to drive.
Exactly that.
Yeah. We zoom out to reveal she's at home, and it's her father she's talking to.
Oh,
he loves her again.
Oh,
now that Randall's dead, there's no competition for his affections. The end. Wait, what did you say happened to Randall? You're sure? There's no way he's alive back there?
He could have survived, right?
Can we go see? Bring me there. I don't believe it.
Who was that guy he was talking to at the airport? You think that guy wants to chat with me?
You don't think they were better friends than me and him, do you?
Yeah.
All right. we have to talk about obviously the emotional fucking torture that's been happening here. But
sure.
How are the Hellfire Club supposed to be this ultra successful top tier organization when everything they do fails spectacularly?
It's money.
Okay.
It's just it's generational wealth.
Right.
It is fun to think that like the Hellfire Club for centuries was elite and just controlling the entire world, like setting off historic events. And we met them after a bunch of like bumbling goofballs took over.
Start chasing a bunch of little girls around. Like that's all we've seen them do is chase little girls.
It's we caught them in their Donald Trump era. It's just, this isn't usually what it's like, but we might be doing too much damage to get it back what it used to be.
Oh, fuck, man. Well, this was rough, dude.
It was rough emotionally.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good read, though.
Yes.
Again, no idea why you would do this to the spin-off of a Saturday morning cartoon character. But as an adult reading this book, I was impressed by the level of manipulation that they laid out. Right. They laid it out really clunkily. Like the way they explained to us what's going on is a little tactless, but you don't really need another level of subterfuge here. Just hearing Emma detail how she's emotionally controlling Firestar is enough to be like, oh, what a jerk.
I also am not entirely sure Angelica earns her ending here. We can just buy it, right? We can just buy, oh, she's strong enough to have, as soon as she finds all this out, she can overcome it. And okay. And I guess you can think of this as another one of these, Emma Frost is the architect of her own downfall, right? She was creating this ultra powerful, accidentally creating a self-reliant also woman.
Yeah.
With this one flaw, thinking like, okay, as long as she's under my control, I can make her as powerful, because her ego is telling her, I'm never going to lose control of this woman. And then as soon as she does, everything that she gave Firestar is used against her. And we've seen this story happen in the X-Men a couple times, right? Most notably the Dark Phoenix saga.
Right.
But there was no the turn where Firestar was like, and I'm independent now, happened so fast.
Right. And there's nothing to suggest like a nobility here or a sort of penchant for justice. It's really just she beat her abuser. There's nothing to suggest that she goes from here into being a superhero versus just a kind of reckless and gullible person with superpowers.
Right. So I wonder, like, I don't know when we see Firestar again, but maybe we will have to, maybe before we see Firestar in another X-Men comic, we'll have to like catch up with her. Because I know she has an arc in Marvel Comics Presents.
Oh boy.
And then I know she joins the New Warriors. So, and then eventually the Avengers. And then way, way later, she joins the X-Men. So
we'll have to keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see if she can save other people instead of just herself.
Yeah, if she has like a hero arc. Maybe like if the writers notice that they didn't make her into a hero. Yeah. And like, okay, we have to give her a hero arc before she starts doing hero stuff. Or maybe it's kind of like Angel or somebody where she, or the Alpha Flight where she, who knows, maybe in her first appearances as a hero, she's just kind of shitty at it.
Yeah, she just fucks up. Could be cool.
But yeah, an emotionally intense arc. And now in our universe, in the X-Men universe is Firestar.
Firestar.
He's got an eye out, stuff that you could buy out. If you had a time machine that you would like to try out, it's Pat Deals and Seals.
Oh, my goodness, Matt. It's time already for Pat Steals and Deals?
Yeah, who would have thought 3 hours in? It would already be time.
I'm sorry, Matt. I think you mean 6 days and 3 hours in. Boy, do I have an ad for you, Matt. This one is called How to Breakdance. Learn secrets, spins, flips, and flashy footwork. Step-by-step instructions for head spins, hand glide, wave, pop, lock, mannequin, dress, crew dancing. 128 pages illustrated with champion breakdancer certificate. Send $3.45 plus $1.25 shipping, total $4.70 to Johnson Smith Co. in Mount Clemens, Michigan.
Okay. And I'll definitely be able to learn to breakdance if I do this?
Matt, you will have a breakdancer certificate.
Oh, okay.
You can take that to a business and prove your credentials if you're trying to get a job.
So did you know that do you know the origins of breakdancing?
No, Matt, please educate me.
So the one thing I did know is like the Juba dance, which is a dance from enslaved Africans. There's like dubious origins of like that tie into like capoeira and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, they were actually learning to fight. They were pretending to dance, but they were actually learning to fight. And some of that might be true, but I think a large part of that is not. But anyway, that dance blended with the Irish jig and the Welsh clog as those people started immigrating to the United States, and these, people started hanging out in similar circles as like outcasts, and those dances started to combine, and that is what created tap dance. That's where tap dancing came from.
Interesting.
And then tap dancing slowly evolved. So that was way back in like the mid 1800s, and then through all the way up to like, it was like early 1970s when.
Right. Because tap dancing evolved to have all like the spins and trick moves and stuff like that.
Yes. And so by the early 1970s, it turned into like, it evolved into like this acrobatic feat that became breakdancing as DJ music started to exist. Like that's a sloppy telling of the origin, but like it's interesting. I think like the pieces of it are all super fucking interesting, and like, yeah, breakdancing.
Well, Matt, you could be a part of that compelling history for, in today's money, only about $14.50, honestly, and that includes the cost of shipping.
Oh man, Pat, I don't want to.
You don't want to get a certificate that says you're a breakdancer? You could frame it and put it in your office.
I do, but everybody's gonna know. Like immediately, everybody's gonna know, right? If you came to my house and you saw on the wall a certificate that said breakdancing, you wouldn't go, "Oh man, Matt, I didn't know Matt was into breakdancing." You'd say, "Prove it."
I'll tell you what I would say. I would say, can you do head spins, hand glide, wave, pop, lock, mannequin, dress, crew dancing?
Okay, and then I'd say,
and then you'd refer to the book.
Would I have the certificate if I couldn't?
Exactly.
All right, I'm buying it.
Boom. Sold.
He's got an eye out, stuff that you could buy out. If you had a time machine that you would like to try out, it's Pat Deals and Seals.
All right, folks, that brings us to the end of the episode. A couple acknowledgments. Really want to acknowledge our Patreon, where you can pay any amount you want, minimum $1, but that will get you so much bonus content. Maybe not over the last couple of weeks because Matt's been out of town, but it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Would also love to say, hey, write into us, mutantmenacepod@gmail.com, whether it's something that we prompted you to write in or you just want to say, hey, we could use the emails. I'm telling you, please write in. Even if it's, hey, maybe this aired a year ago and you're like, they probably don't want me to write in about this stuff. That's not true. People do that all the time.
Let's
love
see it. Yeah, I want to thank Julia Selly for the voice of Trish Chilby. I want to thank I want to thank Krills Wilson for the music in this episode. Also,
very true.
I want to give a little shout out to Miss Rethel Miller, who runs Comics Universe in Jackson, Tennessee. I met her on my trip across the country, and that store rules. If you live near or in Jackson, Tennessee, go fucking see Comics Universe. Miss Rethel Miller, you rule. You'll never hear this.
Hell yeah.
But
if
you live around there, tell her that Matt says hi. She's just this older woman who's been running this comic book shop for decades and has been running it all by herself since her husband passed away in the 90s. And she is just this awesome liberal woman in the middle of the fucking reddest county in the world. And
oh my God.
She's just great. And I had an amazing conversation with her.
That rules. Yes. Special personal shout out.
Special shout out to Comics Universe in Jackson, Tennessee. Go see Miss Miller.
All right, Matt. Well, I guess that brings us to the end, right? Is there anything else we have to do here?
No, I think we just say the thing we say at the end of every episode.
Right, our famous sign off.
Do you want to lead the way or me?
Why don't you take it this time?
All right, Pat. As we say at the end of every episode, Meatloaf can't stand it.
That's right, Matt. And as always, how do I smell?